Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. After a gap of a couple of weeks, Sriram Seshadri ji is back with us, and we're going to be talking about some very important developments that are taking place in Tamil Nadu, as well as taking a look at the 5 states that are going to election. Let's welcome Sriram Seshadri ji. Sriram sir, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Sir, namaskaram to PGurus viewers, and my sincere regret that last few weeks I have been irregular. Hopefully from November I'll be regular, because my project work probably will, the pressure will come off, though the project work will continue, but the pressure will come off, and then I'll be back on a weekly basis again. So thanks to people who have been patiently waiting for, because I've seen a lot of comments from you all in social media and in the program itself, when people comment saying that they have been waiting for my hangouts. So thank you very much for support, and happy to be back.
Thank you, sir. And Sriramji, see, one thing, viewers, I did a morning monologue on this, but we want to expand on it a little bit more, which is the arrest of Amar Prasad Reddy, as well as the flag that has been removed. Now, I thought the flag was outside the compound wall on the pavement, but Sriramji thinks it's not that way. Sir, take it away. What caused this arrest? Maybe more than one. What were the reasons given? And just the background behind this, it feels to me that the 𝗣𝗬𝗪 parties, now I'm not saying DMK, the 𝗣𝗬𝗪 parties are running scared right now. I leave it to you, sir. Take it away.
Thank you, sir. I think, 2 days back, when the flag that has been, actually the flag has not been hoisted. Only the flag mast has been established and put up outside Annamalai's house, though it's not a private property, just outside the compound of Annamalai's house, but it is well away from the highway. Okay, Annamalai's house is in the ECR East Coast Road, and then it is about 150-200 feet away inside the highway where his house is. Just outside his house, on the compound, adjacent to the compound, there is a flag mast that has been put up. The flag has not yet been hoisted, but it is a 50-feet flag mast, which will be visible from far also. And that flag mast was the local Islamic community complained about it, and then they just gathered at about 10:30 in the evening, and then agitated for that flag mast to be removed. I don't know what was troubling them. Even if they feared that the flag mast will fall down, it is not going to fall on any of their property. Worst comes to it would have fallen on the road. That's all. It would not have created a major impediment to anybody. But the police gathered to remove the flag mast, and then hundreds of, yes sir.
I heard that there is an even bigger flag with a flagpole bigger than this right across the street of DMK. So they
Yes.
did not feel nervous about that one.
Yeah, they did not feel nervous about that one. In fact, I was about to come to that.
Please go ahead, sir.
Forget about just that area, Sree Iyerji, but across the state, on the highways, there are hundreds and hundreds of tall 50 feet, say 80 feet flag mast have been set up and put up by various parties. Now, if people who have been frequenting Chennai, when you just cross Sri Perumbudur on Rajiv Gandhi's assassination site, you would find about 60-70 feet tall flag mast. And if you go on any highway, you will find DMK flags at about a 50 feet DMK flag mast that one will see. In fact, BJP has also put up the tallest flag mast in the state. I think 80 feet flag mast somewhere in the highways. So none of that. See, either one should say that every time you put up a flag mast of any size, you should take the local body permission, or remove all the flag masts that has not been done with the local body permission. That be the case, I think thousands of flag masts would be removed in the state. So it is a discriminatory treatment that is given to BJP. Is precisely what Sree Iyerji you said. Both the Dravidian parties are bit rattled and agitated by the support that they get for BJP and Annamalai. outside Annamalai's house when the 10:30 p.m., when several agitators demanded the flag mast be removed. BJP also gathered hundreds of their supporters and cadres and office bearers who gathered there, including women who gathered there, and then they tried to protect this. It was as if looking like a freedom fight time when people were trying to protect the national flag. So BJP was trying to protect their identity, which is their flag mast. In fact, flag has not been hoisted there also. It was just newly constructed. And in that process, police did a lathi charge, and one of the office bearer has been wounded, and then with the blood wounds, he was admitted to hospital. And all the agitators, which gathered, momentum gathered, as the time went by. So all of them were arrested, detained for, protective arrest, including Karunagarajan and several other office bearers were arrested, and then let go the subsequent day, afternoon or evening. They were kept in a, marriage hall, and then, let go the subsequent day, evening, they were all let go. So that was the event that unfolded. But I think in that process, some stone pelting had happened from the BJP cadres. That is what the police claim. And the news agencies that say that, why Amar Prasad Reddy was arrested was because, he instigated or organized this sort of stone pelting, and that is why he has been arrested. That's a news agency's report, but I have not had an opportunity to look at the FIR at this point in time. But maybe, when we look at the FIR, we'll know what clear intentions or indications why he was arrested. There is also a news agency report that the youth wing president also has been arrested along with Amar Prasad Reddy, but no confirmation yet. I'm not seen any further confirmation from the police or someone, but I saw some news agencies and Twitter posts from various people. But one important aspect why Amar Prasad Reddy has been targeted, in my humble opinion, Amar Prasad Reddy is probably a backbone of this 𝗔𝗏 𝗔𝗏𝗁 Yatra. He is a co-convener of this entire Yatra. And he has been planning and then chalking out and, where the, procession should lead to, and then where the meeting should be held, and all those he has been chalking out with the local office bearers and district secretaries. And he's been the backbone of the entire planning. He travels along with Annamalai throughout the Yatra. And, if by arresting Amar Prasad Reddy, if the government thinks that they can, stop the momentum of this Yatra, I think they are seriously mistaken. In fact, Annamalai has announced the removal of this flag mast outside his house, triggered an announcement from Annamalai saying that from November 1st onwards, BJP will actually establish and, put up, 100 flag masts per day. And on the 100th day, which happens to be somewhere in February, that, the same place where the flag mast was removed, he will actually put up a flag mast, and then that will be inaugurated by the person who got, beaten up by the police and then been admitted in the hospital. So that is the trigger, and that's an aggression that you see from a party. And, if the police had not done all these, probably, nobody would have noticed that there is a large, tall flag mast that has been, in that ECR. They would have taken it as yet another political party flag that has been hoisted. That's all. But now, what the DMK government has done is it has triggered that, they actually are afraid of the growth. They are agitated of the growth of BJP in Tamil Nadu. I think that is a first sign of losing the battle. I think they have actually started becoming nervous. Why I am saying that is, even in this show I have talked about the 𝗔𝗏 𝗔𝗏𝗁 Yatra. The first two legs of the Yatra we talked about. The third leg has started happening 2-3 days back. And I was saying that in the southern districts, not surprised by the amount of crowd or amount of people gathering, and then people walking along with Annamalai and then be in the public meeting, the amount of resounding support that Annamalai has been getting in southern districts, I was not at all surprised. But I always maintain that we need to watch when he enters Kongumandalam. But Kongumandalam has been a huge turnaround and then surprise for everybody. For example, it is a bastion of ADMK. And BJP, DMK through Senthil Balaji breached that bastion in 2021 and 2021 local body elections, especially Coimbatore, Salem and Tirupur, corporations, where in Coimbatore, out of 100 seats, DMK won 97, SDPI won, and then 2, I think, by ADMK. So that used to be a sweep for ADMK before, but DMK swept that area. Thanks to Senthil Balaji. Senthil Balaji created that, a ground for DMK's victory. And now that Senthil Balaji is behind bars, his his parole has not been approved, and then he's been denied bail for consecutively by the Sessions Court and High Court, and then now they have approached the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is not in a hurry to take up this case. We have seen what happened to Manish Sisodia. His bail application with the Supreme Court, judgment has been reserved, but we don't know what is going to happen. But judgment has been reserved as we see. He has been arrested and then in prison for last 4 or 5 months on the excise duty scam, on liquor excise duty scam. So Senthil Balaji also similar to liquor scam only, but not on excise duty, but liquor scam. Senthil Balaji has been behind bars at least for last 3 months, if I'm not wrong. I think, since June or something, July, he has been arrested, and then 3-4 months, he's also been arrested. And then half the time he was in hospital, challenged ED's authority itself to arrest him. But today, High Court has given a couple of days back, they have ordered saying, denied his bail, citing that he's still a minister, his brother is still absconding. He has, beaten up the IT officials when they raided, some of the properties. So all these put together, the court feels that, he will not cooperate in the case, and he will also, distort the evidences that have been available for the case, and hence he has been denied bail. I think Supreme Court also may take the view. We can't predict what the judgment would be, but Supreme Court also may take the similar view and then deny bail, which means Senthil Balaji influence in Kongu Mandalam, the Kongu region, is diminishing as we see. Edappadi's image in the Kongu region is also diminishing for some of the stands that he had taken. He said he supported CAA because of he was in alliance, he was compelled to support it. But of course, Edappadi actually has taken a difference of opinion on many things, like, 2-language policy versus 3-language policy. He has been against central government on NEET, but he could have taken the similar stand on CAA, but I know nobody forced him to support it. But, he supported for whatever reasons, and then today he's coming and saying that he was forced to support. And he moved, attention-seeking, motion in assemblies to release, Islamic prisoners who had been imprisoned for more than 25 years. And he had issued a statement saying that in Vellore prison, the Islamic prisoners should have a facility to, perform their, needed a mosque to be reopened to perform their namaz. So he actually went one step further on appeasing the, minority votes, which is fine. But asking for a release of, the Coimbatore bomb blast terrorists is actually irritating the public. So the Enman Enmakal Yatra in Kongu region is gaining momentum day after day, especially because of Edappadi's stance on the breakaway from the alliance, and Edappadi's stance on, the minority appeasement. And triggered by, there is a temple called Annamalai Murugan temple, where the Christian missionaries wanted to name that as after the Jesus Christ or the cross. And then there is a huge uprising that happened, and lakhs of people gathered to protest against such a renaming of that temple or that particular small hillock. And Edappadi never issued any statement with respect to that. So his main intention is to appease the minorities, which means the counter polarization started happening in Kongu region, and they started following Annamalai, who stands for all religions put together, especially to protect the the Sanatana Dharma. So all these put together, the DMK government is rattled, ADMK is rattled and agitated, by seeing the BJP's growth, at least for now. Okay, we need to see the electoral numbers to see whether they have grown significantly or not. At least for now, the narrative that Annamalai is pushing is 2024 is DMK versus BJP and ADMK becoming irrelevant. I think to that extent, both the Dravidian parties are agitated, and because of that, they are making a nervous decisions. They are taking decisions to express this nervousness. Amar Prasad Reddy arrested, and now the flag mast has been removed, and then Annamalai declaring sort of a war, saying that he will establish 100 flag masts every day starting from November. And I am sure that if government wants to remove it, they'll remove each of the flag masts that has been put up from November 1st onwards, which means more and more flags would come about. So I think this is going to be a big election preparation by BJP, and knowingly or unknowingly, DMK government is favoring the BJP's growth in public mind. All along, I have always said in this show also, Tamil Nadu public differentiate between politics and and their spiritualism. And now and DMK government more and more, including ADMK government, is creating a counter polarization in a way that the Hindus are becoming a polarized entity. I think what I mentioned was Tamil Nadu Hindus have been differentiating their politics versus spiritualism, whereas a minority is always mixed both together. Now Tamil Nadu Hindus are also looking at their spiritualism is important as their politics, and hence the counter polarization actually has been triggered by the Dravidian party. I wrote about 2024 will be an election between nationalism versus Dravidianism. I think that is where the narrative is moving towards, in my humble opinion. And we will see a very interesting election in 2024 where BJP's growth will be measured, and then they become a force to reckon. Already, the government reactions, ADMK's reactions, because politicians have a tendency to easily identify whether they are losing or whether they are losing the ground. I think these are all the nervous action that actually demonstrates that BJP is gaining ground in Tamil Nadu, and that is actually we'll see in the months to come how intense this agitation going to be, like establishing the flag mast and the Yenman and Yenmakkal Yatra. After the 5-state election, I think Annamalai will take on the ADMK also very vigorously. Until then, he is going to wait. But after December 3rd, BJP will give him central command will give him a go-ahead to take on ADMK as he is taking on the DMK. So he will be fighting both the Dravidian parties vigorously from December onwards. I think that's going to change the entire political scenario in Tamil Nadu. We'll wait and watch, and I'm here to provide you the ground realities to the PGurus audience.
In fact, I'm going to come to the next question for you, Sriramji. But my take on that is, this next question is that once the flags start getting planted from 1st November, there are still 7 or 8 days to the state assembly elections. Now, DMK has a problem on their hands. You go about taking these things off, it is going to irk the people in those states who are going for elections. So there's going to be a counter polarization. Now, if you don't do that, then you are basically weakening yourself.
Yep.
So this is going to be a very interesting question that
catch-22 situation.
Exactly. So DMK is in a bit of a catch-22 here. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. So the 5 state assembly elections, every day there's a slight change here or there. What we have heard, viewers, you've heard 𝗤𝙧𝙬 Iyerji give a little bit of insights into the infighting in Rajasthan as well as in Madhya Pradesh. Today, Sriramji is going to look more as a cephalogical hat. He's going to put his cephology hat and take a look at how things are. Sir, all the 5 states, starting from Rajasthan, how do you think the winds are blowing today?
Sure, sir. In the 5-state election, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, and Telangana is going to be a very interesting election because you're going to have a mixed bag result. That's what I see on the ground today. Rajasthan traditionally there is an change of regime every 5 years for the last several elections. 2018 BJP lost and then Congress came to power. I think that is where the tectonic shift, the earthquake started happening, because Sachin Pilot was the sole reason for winning Rajasthan in 2018. But Central Command of Congress, ignored him and then gave the power to Gehlot, because, probably Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi both feared that Sachin Pilot will become a competition to Rahul Gandhi. I don't see why that fear is, because Sachin Pilot is much more capable than Rahul Gandhi. So naturally, without being a chief minister also, he is a great party person, great leader. But I think Sachin Pilot, compromised on that and then became a deputy chief minister and retained his party leadership position in Rajasthan. 2023 election result, it is very, very evident that Rajasthan will once again go in the same fashion what they have been doing for several elections. Rajasthan, the regime change would happen, where BJP would come to power. And, Vasundhara Raje still seems to be the chief ministerial candidate. There may be a change, but I don't think BJP will announce it before the elections, whether who is going to be the chief ministerial candidate. They'll continue with Vasundhara Raje Scindia as a chief ministerial candidate, because she is still powerful, okay, apart from several other leaders who are emerging as a powerful leaders in Rajasthan. Madhya Pradesh, 6 months back, if someone asked me, I would have said Congress will come to power and then BJP will lose. Today, in fact, 2 months back itself, things started shifting a lot. And thanks to Udayanidhi Stalin, the Indy Alliance, lost several grounds, even in Rajasthan and more so in Madhya Pradesh. To that extent, Kamal Nath refused to hold the public meeting or public rally that was supposed to happen in Madhya Pradesh on October 2nd, where all the Indy Alliance partners were supposed to join. Because Udayanidhi Stalin talked about, eradication of Sanatana Dharma, that is impacting a lot on the Hindi belt for Congress. Though they are trying to distance themselves, but they are not willing to drop DMK from their alliance discussions, which means, they are actually facing a big issue there. But more so, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has, provided a lot more, welfare measures in the last 6-7 months that Congress has to now go to the extent of promising an IPL team for Madhya Pradesh. That's the only innovative, scheme that they could offer beyond what, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has done in Madhya Pradesh. But Madhya Pradesh still going to be a very, 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 very close election, like 2018. About 115 seats for BJP and then 105 to 110 for Congress is what, currently we are looking at that numbers as. So very, very close call for the photo finish. Same thing happened in 2018 also, where Congress had an edge with the support from BSP. They formed the government. But today, similar thing is going to happen. But one important aspect to notice is Samajwadi Party, which is an Indy alliance, is fighting against Congress in many constituencies in Madhya Pradesh. So which means the Indy alliance is no longer an alliance that is forced to reckon, because everybody was talking about, Indy alliance is going to take on BJP, NDA, very strong formulation. But the cracks started happening long before, but the cracks are getting established as we speak. And Samajwadi Party is going to definitely hurt Congress prospects in Madhya Pradesh. At least, they'll get probably 2 or 3% vote, which is what, the percentage vote that Congress has to lose for BJP to form the government. So Samajwadi Party playing vote breaker in Madhya Pradesh may help BJP to win, but still it is a very close call. We need to see some more data before we start talking about it. I'll come to Chhattisgarh as the last. Mizoram, no-brainer, NDA will win because there is no opponent, as far as we can see. Telangana, Bharatiya Rashtra Samiti or erstwhile TRS Chandrasekhar Rao government will get formed, but not with the same majority or the margin of numbers that they used to get in the last two elections. I think that is where Telangana probably they have started losing ground to BJP, because 3 of the 4 by-elections happened in Chandrasekhar Rao's. Normally we call this as an umbrella constituency. Any popular leader who contests from a constituency, the surrounding 5 or 6 constituencies become a forte for that particular leader's constituency, VIP constituency. But in Chandrasekhar Rao's VIP constituency, in and around that, BJP breached in the by-election itself. So it's going to be a very aggressive election. But still, Bandi Sanjay's removal and Kishan Reddy's, becoming a party chief for Telangana, while an aggressive leader to a moderate leader is how people are looking at it. Still, BJP has a pretty good chance. There is a, on-the-ground report that say that BJP and BRS has a tacit understanding amongst themselves in several constituencies, but we don't know. But we need to see how good the elections are going to be. The momentum will start picking up after the puja holidays are over, and that is when we'll see how aggressive BJP is. For sure, Congress is the third, BJP second, Telangana Rashtriya Samiti, BRS heading to form the government. Chhattisgarh is going to be a very, very interesting election, a big turnaround for BJP. Because of Jogi's split away in 2018 election, BJP got 15 out of 90 seats. Actually, BJP was a incumbent government.
Power. Yeah.
Power. 3 times continuous Chief Minister Raman Singh, 3 times continuously they had won. And 2018 they fell into anti-incumbency and then miserably lost the election. I should say miserably lost because only 15 out of 90 seats BJP got. And everybody thought that, when Jogi became a contender in Chhattisgarh, BJP ideally thought he's going to break the anti-incumbency vote and then BJP will perform better. But it happened the other way around. He even took BJP's vote along with him. And because of that, BJP lost miserably and then paved way for Chhattisgarh to be ruled by Congress. And thanks to Congress rule, they are going to offer it back to BJP as we speak. And opinion polls say that BJP is in the range of 41 to 45 seats. 45 seats is the majority. They are in the range of 41 to 45 seats. Look at where they were in 2018. Jogi is no more. Because of that, there's no alternate leaders. It is going to be a direct fight between BJP and Congress. And there, BJP is going to gain a lot of ground. What BJP has done significantly in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, especially Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, is they identified their constituencies into 3 categories, A, B and C. A being, it's been a bastion of BJP where BJP has been continuously winning that seat. B, they won, they lost or very close margin calls are the seats where they categorize it as B. And C is in the last few elections, they have never ever won. So the C category constituencies, they announced candidature 3 or 4 months in advance before the elections. So it allowed the party workers to work vehemently and vigorously because they knew who is going to be BJP released the list of candidates, which means that there is a significant support base that they could gain and then they could work on the election, not the last 15 days or 20 days after the election has been announced. And then scramble for who is going to contest. Instead, there's a clear mandate and direction given to people to actually go and contest the elections and work towards it. That has actually given momentum in the C category seats. They announced many of the B category seats also well in advance so that people actually prepare themselves. So it actually prevents a rebellion mindset. Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, still Congress has not released their candidate list, which means there is going to be high amount of rebellion that is going to happen, which is going to benefit BJP. In Chhattisgarh, will turn out to be a dark horse election result. I won't be surprised if BJP wins this, wins Chhattisgarh in 2023. Like Madhya Pradesh, I'm not calling it as a 50-50 chance or a close election. I'm even, betting my guts to say that BJP will win Chhattisgarh if the same momentum continues till the election is over. But otherwise, it's going to be a significant margin improvement for BJP to be near the pole position. So I'm still betting it to be BJP's victory in 2023. That's what many of the pollsters are also thinking. So it may become a big turnaround for BJP there, and it's a dark horse for BJP in the 5-state election. I think that's my very high-level view. We can go deeper into various regions within that in the subsequent hangout 𝗤𝙗𝘅, but that's my very high-level view about the 5-state election.
Thank you so much, sir. Very, very in-depth and very lucid thinking. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram, sir.